Hi, welcome to the third episode of Adapt Plugins. As you may have seen, I now have a company logo. This is something that I've kind of been putting off getting, but I kind of finally got around to asking one of my graphic artist friends to create something for me. So I'll be showing her information in the description if you want to learn more about her work and some of the stuff she's done. Yeah, so in this episode, we'll be covering the search plugin, the search extension. It's created by Kineo, who, again, I did. I talked about one of the extensions last week, but this one is a really core plugin that is used in a lot of courses, and yeah, it's good to talk about it. So it sits in the drawer, which is the kind of like place where all the extensions which add functionality across the whole course sit. So as you can see, you press the drawer icon to bring it out, and then you can search for words. So you can be anywhere in the course, and you can search from here, and you'll find your content. So rather than pressing like Control F and searching using that, which is limited to the page and can only read HTML, the search extension kind of reads all the phrases on any page within the course, even stuff that might not be shown yet, like behind a hot graphic or something, and allows you to navigate that. So imagine we typed in question, click this, it will load the page, and you can also jump directly to the actual component itself. So here we can navigate directly to the actual component, wherever it is on the page, jump straight to it. Really useful feature. Obviously, saves a lot of confusion. Yeah, so you want to be using this extension. There's kind of two main reasons I'd recommend, two main kind of course design choices that I'd recommend this extension for. Firstly, if you have a learner who's going to return to this course after a month or two, maybe there was something in particular that they forgot and they wanted to remind themselves about, then they can use the search extension to, rather than having to navigate through the whole course and find, like, complete all the interactions that may exist in the course to find out what they're trying to do, they could just use the search extension, search for one phrase that was part of it. So, like, say if it was like GDPR compliance or something, they could search GDPR, and then obviously it will just be there. Like, they can just read all the information they need, and it saves them a lot of time. The other way, the other time you want to use search is in a more kind of explorative, not sure if that's a word, kind of more open-ended course where you have these learners who want to, maybe they're not learning, maybe the course isn't meant to be taken in a linear fashion. Maybe it's meant to be like a kind of go as you can course. And I've seen certain things like this, and this kind of search extension will be really useful for those kind of learners. So yeah, those are the main kind of use cases. But again, it's such a useful extension. I generally leave it in most of my courses just because learners will hopefully get some use out of it. We'll go to some of the configuration settings in the framework, and again, this should be exactly the same in the authoring tool if you're using the authoring tool. So you want to enable it. You can choose where it appears in the drawer with draw order. You can change all the different strings that exist. So change the text. Options for showing highlights and kind of choosing how many words are shown in the preview. So this is the default settings. I changed it to be slightly more, but if we change it back to the default settings and refresh the page, we'll be able to see what it looks like now. So say we typed in adapt. As you can see, we get less words now. So yeah, like again, it's a really good extension. I consider it one of the kind of must-haves in most courses, and I'd recommend you download it and add it to your course. It's available in Kineo's GitHub repository. I'll share the link in the description as well. And yeah, I hope you got good use out of this, and I'll see you in the next video.